Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and it is Technique Tuesday. There is not a big technique here. I am just embossing with an embossing folder to create this card. If you are doing my 12 weeks of Christmas, you've seen this embossing folder already. It is, it's called the Seasonal Wreath Dynamic Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. And it makes a super quick, easy, but elegant and beautiful card. Now this one, on my project I did on the 12 weeks of Christmas, I used the champagne and I also used the silver. I wanted to try it on the galvanized sheets that we have. They're called the galvanized metallic paper, and it is absolutely gorgeous on here. So this is what I'm sharing today, and it is really easy. A beginner can create this card. I am going to do some embossing, but it is very simple embossing. So let's get started with it. This is 4.5 by 4.5 inch card, and you do have to make your own envelopes. So I used the smoky slate, and then I just stamped the little swirls on the envelope. So it makes a really pretty card. And it's not your normal colors that you would use, but I do love the real red with this. All right, so you are going to need a piece of a 9 by 4.5, and you're going to score it at 4.5. So you have a 4.5 by 4.5 inch card base. For the galvanized paper, you are going to need 4.25 by 4.25. And that is basically it. You're going to need the seasonal Wreath Dynamic Textured Embossing Folder. This is in our annual catalog. It's gorgeous. You can use this for any occasion, but it makes a beautiful Christmas card. All right, so we have to emboss the metallic paper first. So I'm going to bring the big shot up here. And if you are a beginner stamper, put the big shot on your Christmas list, because you just can't be without it. It's just a great tool. All right, so for this, you are going to put in your embossing folder. You're going to center the wreath in here. Make sure your Stampin' Up is on the front. So try to center it as perfect as you can. I think that we're okay here. I think I got it pretty good. And then you just hold it closed. Now on the dynamic ones, you only need one plate. So we're going to use our big shot platform, and we're going to put down our embossing folder and then the plate on top, and we're going to just run that through. And I'm going to run it back through here this way. And then we have our embossed. Look how gorgeous that is. It's super pretty. On this galvanized, it's really pretty. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to put it onto our base, because then we're going to add some of our red rhinestones. So I like, oh no, first we have to emboss it. I'm getting ahead of myself again. So you're going to need some Versamark. I'm going to use my little embossing buddy here. This just relieves the static, and so you don't get any embossing powder where you don't want it. I'm going to use the Versamark, and we're going to ink that up. And the Merry Christmas is from the Many Blessings stamp set. And then I use that swirl that's on the envelope also from there. So we're going to use this Merry Christmas, and you are going to, when you do this, be sure just to press it straight down. It's a little slippery, and then you just want to press back up. And I'm going to use the red embossing. I think this one's Cherry Cobbler, but we do have the real red, and I don't have the real red, so I'm just using the Cherry Cobbler. And you're just going to pour it over that. And then I am going to get my embossing tool and we are going to emboss that. One thing is to remember that your heat tool, make it sure it is hot before you start putting it on here. So I just hold it against my hand to feel when it gets hot, and then I start heating that. All right, so let's go. All right, so we have that embossed. And then we're going to go ahead and attach it now to our card base. And I am using fast fuse. Use something strong to adhere these when they're this embossing. When you emboss it like this, it just will stay so much nicer for you. So we're going to lay that on here. And I usually start in the middle and then push it out because it does, when you heat emboss it, it does curve it a little bit. But there you have it. Now let's go ahead and get our red rhinestones out here. And we are going to put these just randomly around the wreath. It really adds a lot and it makes it super elegant. This embossing folder is so worth it because you can use it for all different occasions. But for Christmas, oh my goodness, I love this one. And it makes a really quick card. There's no rhyme or reason for where I'm putting them. I'm just kind of spreading them out. You really don't need one on the bottom, but I'm going to go ahead and put one anyway because our ribbon's going to be there. And then we're going to use the mixed satin ribbon and I'm just going to tie a bow. Make sure your bow is just how you want it before you put it on because this is a slipperier ribbon. So you want it just the way you want it. I'm going to grab some glue dots and I'm going to put a couple glue dots on here. And then we're just going to set it right here. So there it is. Look how pretty that is. I just love this embossing folder. And then you can make your envelope just how you like it. It's really pretty. All right, everyone, if you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop for my blog. Look for the new December hostess code. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.